Question 12 is another 10-mark question, and it asks us to explain the functioning of the lungs when participating in physical activity. The key term is explain. When we explain, we're looking to show a relationship between discuss the relationship between the different factors in the question. In this particular question, we're looking at the lungs, which are part of the respiratory system. So a knowledge of the respiratory system and what makes the respiratory system is required, and the relationship that we're talking about the respiratory system having, or how it's affected by, is in regard to physical activity. Now, so firstly we'll just look at the area of the syllabus where it comes from, and if we have a look here, we can see that the respiratory system and the discussion of the respiratory system in terms of the structure and the function, the lung function, the exchange of gases. We need to analyse this in regard to physical activity. So that's where it's coming from. If we just go back to the question, the relationship, the thing that I found with marking this was that most boys had an understanding of the respiratory system and what made the respiratory system. So they were to discuss the pharynx, the larynx, and the passages into the bronchioles and the bronchi, the lungs, the alveoli. They were able to discuss those, reasonably well. They were able to discuss the effects of respiration in terms of the inspiration and the expiration. The inspiration, breathing in, and use these terms correctly. The expiration, breathing out. They were able to talk about the gases that were involved in this in terms of the oxygen that was taken into the body during external respiration, and the carbon dioxide that is removed from the body and exchanged with the oxygen during internal respiration. They're also able to discuss the exchange of gases and how that took place. The area that probably didn't get done as well, or didn't get done as well, definitely, was how that relationship was brought about with physical activity. If we have a look at a couple of the better answers, we'll just examine where these boys did well. You can see from this answer here that whilst the technical sides of the respiratory system and lung function may not have been as strong as others, the discussion of how the physical activity affected the respiratory system was done very well, and enabled this student to get a good mark. So in this section here, they talk about the respiration of the lungs, breathe quicker, and they take so the rate and the depth of the breath is increased. That's evident that they have an understanding of, or showing the relationship to the physical activity. This answer again shows a good understanding of what parts make up the respiratory system. They talk nicely about the gaseous exchange. The area that they haven't done as well as the previous answer is show that relationship between physical activity, but a good response in terms of a good understanding of the respiratory system and how it works. In the following question here, again, we can see good understanding of gaseous exchange, inspiration, expiration, talking about breathing in, breathing out, so they understand that the gases are moved and exchanged through this process. This answer again gives us a good understanding of the respiratory system. Also talks about the effect of exercise. where that process is increased, and how the carbon dioxide and the oxygen are exchanged. So generally the question was done to a satisfactory standard. The areas that we didn't do as well was showing that relationship between exercise and physical activity and how that affected the respiratory system. One area that was probably neglected by everybody was the recovery of the body back to its normal resting state post-exercise. That might be something we need to look at and discuss. Thank you.